If you're thinking about getting into custom apparel, sublimation, or taking your crafting game to the next level, a solid heat press is honestly one of the best investments you can make. The right machine makes all the difference between transfers that peel off in the wash and designs that look factory fresh for years. I've rounded up 7 of the best heat press machines available right now, and all the product links are in the description. Let's dive in. First up is the HTVRONT Auto Heat Press 2, a 15 by 15 inch machine that genuinely impressed me with how much it simplifies the whole pressing process. The fully automated closure and release system means you load your garment, hit a button, and the machine does the heavy lifting for you. Digital pressure adjusts from 50 to 170 pounds in 20-pound increments, giving you really precise control over clamping force. It reaches 300 degrees in under 5 minutes, which is amazing for quick morning startups. The slide-out drawer offers almost 2 inches of clearance, making it super easy to load thick sweatshirts, tote bags, or ceramic coasters. The platen can run slightly cooler near the edges, so for larger transfers, a quick second press ensures everything bonds evenly, but for standard-sized designs, this works beautifully. It also features built-in diagnostic error codes that monitor for electrical faults, a safety feature you rarely see at this level. If you deal with wrist fatigue or joint discomfort, this is a total game changer. It comes in 3 colorways including daisy white, bubble blue, and lavender purple, so it actually looks really nice in your craft space. Now, if you believe simpler is better, the Fancierstudio FS 15 by 15A will speak your language. This is a purely mechanical clamshell built from heavy-gauge welded steel. And there is something beautifully reliable about a machine with almost nothing electronic to break. It draws 1500 watts and reaches up to 500 degrees, giving you serious thermal power for plastisol screen print transfers, heavy HTV, and sublimation. The pressure comes from a manual screw knob on top, and when you crank it down, you get deep penetrating force that lighter automated machines simply cannot match. Compared to the HTVRONT, this one demands real physical effort, so it is better suited for someone who wants that unrelenting clamping power. The base pad is lightly glued down rather than sitting completely loose, which actually prevents the silicone from shifting during hot peels, and trust me, nothing is more frustrating than a pad that slides around mid-transfer. The clamshell opening is compact, so bulky items take a bit more care, and there is no auto-open timer, meaning you need to stay close to avoid over-pressing. But the durability here is legendary, with people running these daily for 6 to 8 years without issues. The OIE 5-in-1 combo press gets really interesting if you want maximum versatility from one machine. Along with the 15 by 15 flat platen, you get a mug press, a curved hat attachment, and 2 circular plate presses. It uses a 360-degree swing-away arm plus a slide-out drawer, a combination you almost never find together, meaning you can load garments with the heating element completely out of the way. Picture this. You have got an order for a dozen branded polo shirts, 5 custom coffee mugs for a client, and a batch of baseball caps for a local team. Instead of 3 separate machines, this single unit handles all of it. The double-tube heating element with multi-layer insulation does a solid job keeping heat even across the platen. Swapping attachments takes a few minutes of unbolting, and you will want to handle the connector hardware gently over time. Compared to the Fancierstudio, which excels at doing one thing incredibly well, the OEE spreads its talent across multiple disciplines, making it perfect if you love taking on all kinds of projects. The Deliny 15 by 15 slide-out is a really smart take on the traditional clamshell press, and what sets it apart is that slide-out lower platen. The drawer extends a full 12¼ inches, completely clearing the heat zone so you can position your transfers with total precision and zero risk of burning your hands. It runs on 1400 watts with a dual-coil heating system that distributes heat evenly across the entire platen, and the digital control panel lets you dial in temperatures up to 455 degrees. The adjustable pressure knob and automatic flotation feature work together to distribute even force across uneven or thicker items. Imagine working through a stack of DTF transfers on heavyweight hoodies. You pull the drawer out, lay the garment flat, position your transfer with full visibility, slide it back in, and press. That whole loading process is so much safer than trying to align a design under a hovering 400-degree platen. The drawer even has an auto-lock mechanism that clicks when fully retracted, so nothing shifts mid-press. For the budget it sits at, this is a seriously well-thought-out machine. The Royal Press 15 by 15 is a solid intermediate clamshell bridging entry-level and commercial grade. It features a separate LCD controller box, a smart design that keeps the sensitive electronics away from the intense platen heat. Testing shows impressively even heat distribution across the central area with almost no variance, translating to consistently crisp results without partial adhesion failures. Compared to the Delcliny's slide-out drawer design, the Royal Press keeps things more traditional, but the locking mechanism is smooth and the even pressure makes it a really dependable daily driver for standard garment work. It does take a bit longer to heat up, so plan a few extra minutes at startup. The heating element is slightly smaller than the full platen area, so oversized transfers may need a second pass at the edges. For standard designs on regular shirts, though, this delivers beautifully clean results. With over 1,800 positive ratings, it has earned its reputation as a reliable mid-tier option. The Cricut EasyPress Mini is completely different from everything else here, and that is exactly why it earned its spot. This is not a replacement for a full-size press. Think of it as the precision tool for jobs a big press physically cannot handle. It has a teardrop-shaped ceramic-coated heat plate that glides over fabric without snagging, 3 heat presets, and weighs next to nothing. Here is where it really shines. Imagine customizing a pair of canvas sneakers with a vinyl logo on the curved side panel. A full-size press would crush the shoe and probably melt the sole. The Mini applies targeted heat right where the transfer sits while leaving the rest of the shoe completely untouched. It is also a lifesaver for tacking down corners of HTV that lifted after a press. The handle is compact, so longer sessions can tire your hand, and it thrives with quick focused applications rather than extended sublimation. The ceramic coating also doubles as a great wrinkle remover for polyester before the main press, so it genuinely earns its keep as a versatile studio tool beyond just transfers. Finally, the Wubfi 360-degree swivel auto press is the premium powerhouse of this entire lineup. It combines a full swing-away arm with motorized pressing and a 7-level pressure system that you select with one touch, so switching between a thin polyester blend and a thick winter hoodie takes just a button press. It runs remarkably quiet, and the superior insulation keeps the casing cool while directing all that heat downward, which makes a massive difference during long shifts. The dual station capability lets you load one side while the other presses, doubling your output. The swing arm does need significant workspace, and you will want to bolt the base down firmly since the arm generates real torque. Once it is set up, this machine is an absolute joy to work with and delivers commercial-grade results on everything from silk to heavyweight fleece. If you have ever spent a long afternoon sweating next to a press that basically doubles as a space heater, you will seriously love how cool the Wubfi keeps your workspace. So here is how I would break it down. For high-volume production with minimal strain, the Wubfi is your machine. Starting a DTF business on a budget and want a safe, precise slide-out design? Go with the Delcliny. Joint discomfort or fatigue, the HTVRONT Auto 2 makes it completely effortless. Need shirts, mugs, hats, and plates from one unit, the OAE 5-in-1 has that flexibility. The Fancierstudio is the indestructible workhorse for raw pressing power and decade-long reliability. The Royal Press is the refined middle ground for home businesses. And the Cricut Mini is the essential companion for detail work, curved surfaces, and quick fixes. All the links are in the description. Check out whichever one caught your eye, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.